Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. Today I thought I would show you guys our homeschool spaces. If you have seen any of our homeschool videos, you know we don't have a homeschool room. I could have a homeschool room in theory, but I don't. I like having kind of our spaces that we have. So I thought I'd show you how we go about homeschooling without a formal room. How I store things, how we kind of use the different spaces to break up the day, and all that fun stuff. So if you don't know, tomorrow I am 38 weeks pregnant, so I'm probably going to be out of breath for like this whole video. That's just how that is. Also, if you don't know, my name is Julie. I have 3 and soon to be 4 kids. My oldest is 5. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, a 12-month-old son, and then like I said, I'm 38 weeks pregnant with our 4th. So, without further ado, let's go look at where we do school. So this is where we do our morning basket. Again, if you have seen any of my school videos, you have seen this space. This chair is where we do our Gentle Classical Press level primer reading. We do our devotional, we do our catechisms. What else do we do? Our hymn. I read our read aloud from this chair. I do my planning from this chair. This is my chair. When the kids need snuggles or they need something and I can't get to them immediately, go sit in my chair. I'll be right there. So this is my chair. I sit in it a lot. I can easily just swivel around. And we have, this used to be our homeschool cart, but I upgraded to a bigger cart. So let me show you what we have in here. So I have my pens and pencils and bookmarks. I have our Catechism Sticks. I've gotten questions about these. It's pretty simple. I just take these catechisms that I got from our church. I take those and we went through them in numerical order, and as we learn new ones I add it to a popsicle stick. So it has the question and on the other side is the answer, so they each pick 2, and then I read the question and they give me the answer, and when we do one we put it in this jar, so I have a to-do and a completed jar. And yeah, once we go through all of them, I will add another question. So right now, let's see. So we just added this one this week. We're on 25, focus. So we just added number 25 this week. So we'll do a new one, and we'll do this pretty much every day for a week, and then I'll just pull it like a normal, then I'll just pull it along with the other ones. We'll go through all those and then I'll add another one. We have our read aloud. We're doing The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is our devotional. We actually just finished it today. And then these are our books for Gentle Classical Press level primer. So we have Everyday Graces. This has our storyboard in it. Let's see, fables, nursery rhymes, fairy tales, and then the curriculum book that I don't actually reference that often because I have it in my lesson planner, and I have my Bible here. This is my spot. So this is what I use for editing. I have a couple of hard drives. I have a adapter for my MacBook, headphones, all stickers for my planner. This is where I have a notebook down there. I have my homeschool planner, which is currently just in a binder from Treehouse Schoolhouse. I want to print the whole thing and get it bound, but that hasn't happened yet. And then I keep it's actually technically my husband's MacBook there, which I edit my videos on. And then on my table, I usually have my planner out. Actually, my planner is usually back there because Lincoln will get it and the pages come out and he takes all the pages out. And then the baby doll is there. yarn that I used and I liked the colors, so I stuck it in there. And then I have a basket of some of our nature study books. Most of them we've read, so we have a few moon books. Then I have some I have some dinosaur books as well. Most all of these, with the exception of that one, I think, are library books. So I keep those library books behind it there because we read them in my chair, usually. And I don't want Lincoln to get to them. Let's see. Those are not the only library books that we have, though. I have books down here, which is under our TV. So we had our chair. I have books down here. These are mostly for Nora May. So she usually wakes up from nap first. And I'll have her get a book and we'll sit in my chair and read it. And the Magnetiles, they like to play with Magnetiles while I'm doing our read aloud. Okay, so we have more library books over here. These two are not actually library books. But these are ones that I usually get just for the season, or I just see them and grab them. Apologies in advance if you can hear the child having a meltdown. Then we have some of their toys here. Most of these are for Lincoln, with just a few exceptions. But then we come over to our table, our messy, very used, very well loved table. Okay, I have a kid having a meltdown, so sorry if you can hear that. So I just got these whiteboards from IKEA. I think I'm gonna get one or two more panels because I think I could use the space. But we do most of our formal lessons here. Sometimes we take it outside, sometimes we do it on the floor if Lincoln's not awake. But yeah, this is where we do most of our school. So Learning Resources caddy that I got off of Amazon. It houses all the crayons and all the things. And we sit here and we do our math and our language arts and our social studies and all that stuff. And then I'll take you to, this is the Monica closet if you're a Friends fan. It's this. It's very deep, and so it's kind of hard to organize. Eventually I'll have shelves in here, but this is our homeschool cart, and it's where it lives. And when you pull it out, all the things fall. So I'll do a separate video on what all is in our homeschool cart, but it lives in the Monica closet. I can pull it out, I can pull it up to the table, or if we want to do school in the living room, I can pull it into the living room. And I will do a separate video on what all is in there. Alright, so coming over here, I got that from IKEA. It currently just houses our dry erase markers for the dry erase board, which is right there. And the eraser that I use, it's just a little microfiber rag. I have our schedule cards, some of our schedule cards for our subjects, because we don't do the same subjects every day, so I just put what we're doing up there so he can see it. Trip over a falling over the high chair. And then on our pantry door, I have this pocket organizer thing that I got off of Amazon, and these cards, along with the subject cards, are from Treehouse Schoolhouse, and these are the schedule cards. And then I have other cards down here if I need to switch stuff out, like on days that Norma has speech, I'll put speech up there so he can look, Will can look and see what we're doing that day. And all of this is just across from my kitchen, which is pretty convenient because I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Then we come over here, we have our very messy bookshelves. You can tell where the kids, from up here up, the kids don't mess with. But from about there down, they do. But that's our bookshelves. It also has the puzzles there. And then this is where I store most of our school stuff, along with some toys, because this is in the playroom. So up here, I just have some card games and some buttons. We use those as manipulatives or to do colors or shape sorting or whatever. The dinosaur counters, it's like the bear counters, but they're dinosaurs. And then I have that book that I don't know where I got it, but it had a T-Rex and Will likes dinosaurs, so I got it. His Wreck and Wreck. I have no idea where I got that. We went to my sister's house. She homeschools as well, and they were learning about the Declaration of Independence, so we all got little quill pens, and my mom also got little, let's see if it'll show you, little wax stamps with everybody's initial, maybe. So everybody got little wax stamps with their initials. And then we have the wax that we used. So I just stuck those up there because I thought they were fun. This is where I store a lot of the games that I use to supplement and also for Nora May. I actually need to get another seasonal binder because that one is full. Very full. So next to that, I have, let's see, this is stuff that we are going to use for that week. So I needed pom-poms and chalk, so I stuck that in there. And then this is all magnetic things. So I have magnetic letters and magnetic numbers and more magnetic letters and numbers. And then the magnetic barn animals from Melissa and Doug. I have those in this little pouch for Nora May to play on the whiteboard. And then next to that, I have our Porcupine Pop game. It's fun. We learned that in speech, or we discovered that game in speech, and she really enjoyed it, so she got that for Christmas. And then there's just random school supplies, calendar stuff, letters, pocket charts, things that I don't really use even on a weekly basis, but I can pull from there. This is where I have all of our Gentle Classical Press units organized. I have each unit pulled, and then I will go in at the beginning of the week and pull out that unit and then organize it by day in a binder on the Homeschool Cart. This has workbooks, and I got pretty much all of these for free. More workbooks. This has our flashcards in them. These are all the wrong way. There we go. So flashcards, more flashcards, and then I have bins for each kid. That doesn't actually belong in there. So these are just different little toys and games that we can use for school, and I'll come in and pull things randomly just to switch it up. And then Will has his. So my mom just got him these, practice edition. They both have light brights. Let's see, there's tangrams in here. His bin is very messy. I'm pretty sure he's been into his bin. This is our little nature area. So leaves that he's collected, acorns, that kind of thing. We have rocks back here, and then he has a real dinosaur tooth that he got for Christmas from May, AJ, Kate, which is my sister, and her kids. And then this is a replica of a T-Rex tooth, which is pretty cool. And then a rock. He has some shells and shells and crawdad claws that he found in there, and then our nature journals. Then we come down here, we have chutes and ladders because it doesn't fit in my game bin. I need to take it out and put it in a pouch, And then I got this little Play cash register from the Target dollar spot a few years ago with Play Money. And they've been enjoying that. And then Norma got this for Christmas, which is a really fun little Melissa and Doug pattern color recognition thing. Games. I'm gonna need a bigger game bin or another game bin soon. And then dress up. Alright, and then for the moment that has the doctor's stuff in it and their firefighter hats. We got in a car wreck right outside the fire station and the firemen gave them hats. So, fun. These are like puzzles that don't need boards. So, all of those puzzles have little boards that they put the puzzle on. These, you just like floor puzzles and things like that. And then that is obviously dinosaurs and other various animals, kitchen stuff, cars. And that is pretty much it for our homeschool spaces. That's how I organize most of our stuff. My son, like I said, he's only 5, so we really don't have that much stuff yet. At some point in time, I would love to have shelves in our Monica closet. That just hasn't happened yet. And so when I do that, I'll be able to I'll probably be able to organize stuff a little bit better and have everything closer to where we would use them. But we've got what we've got, and it's working pretty well for now. Ooh. I do have another closet that has like our arts and crafts supplies and coloring books and things like that. But I didn't show that to you. And I think that's pretty much it. That's all we really have. I try to not buy too much stuff. I do have like a printer, a laminator, a 3-hole punch. I have that stuff in my office. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully, if you also don't have space for a dedicated homeschool room, or you just don't want to have a dedicated homeschool room, this kind of gives you some ideas on how you can organize your stuff. And it's also nice to just know that you're not the only person out there that doesn't have a homeschool room. You're not. My sister also doesn't have a homeschool room. As a matter of fact, I think of all the homeschooling families I know, only a couple of them have dedicated homeschool rooms, and the people that do have dedicated homeschool rooms don't use them very often. But if you have one, cool. If that works for you, awesome. If you don't, you can make whatever you have work. We have homeschooled up in the fort of my kids' play set. We've homeschooled in the front yard or the backyard, all over the place. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!